What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and today's profile is gonna be the reason Fredo Santana never disses Lil Jojo. You know what? I think this is pretty simple. I can't just say Fredo Santana never really dissed Jojo, but the reason you don't hear this shit a lot on the songs that he be on, or even come out his mouth a lot, is because I don't think Fredo really was with a lot of that bullshit that was going on. Don't get me wrong. I think he was affiliated. I think he was down with a lot of that shit that was going on, but his head was a little different. I don't really see Fredo dissing the ops. Besides that issue with the Migos when he said he had killed them when they was dissing Capo, I really didn't see Fredo getting involved. Even though he has a reputation of being the enforcer, you heard his name being name dropped as Fredo in the Cut. That's a scary sight. The guy get a lot of respect. I think he might be like, if not the second or the third biggest drill artist out of Chicago behind Chief Keef and Lil Durk. And I do know that it was a problem between their neighborhoods and JoJo neighborhoods, but I'm not sure if it was an actual issue between those two. Fredo don't really name drop JoJo a lot. Don't get me wrong, I hear Fredo a lot saying he's smoking Tuka and shit like that, but I don't really hear him dissing JoJo. And I do know JoJo had issues with those guys. I think more like Lil Durk. I think Keef was just threw in the mix because he was the biggest one to blow out of Chicago. Don't get me wrong, Keef was down in those hoods in Lamron and O Block, which is hoods that JoJo did not like. They were beefing. You seen JoJo pull up on Lil Reese or the pull off and shit like that. So don't get me wrong, it was issues, but I always thought Fredo Santana was a little more different. And remember, Fredo was in jail a lot too when Chief Keef kind of popped off early in this shit. Fredo spent a little time in jail, even though he was on that I Don't Like song with Lil Reese and Chief Keef. Fredo was kind of like the hard head dude selling the drugs and shit, so he was locked up. But I don't really see Fredo as a disrespectful rapper, a guy who's smoking the ops, a guy who dissing dead rappers and shit like that. Now, don't get me wrong, I ain't said he ain't did it. I'm just saying you don't really see it a lot. It seems like Fredo might be the smartest one out of all the Glow Gang members and shit like that. So that's my opinion on that. Somebody asked me that, and I wanted to share my answer with this shit. And like I say, if you appreciate these profiles, subscribe to my channel ASAP so I can keep you updated on more of these.